I've decided that I need to express myself, because honestly I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack if I don't. And I'm just being honest. I have to be honest. There's no other thing that I can do. So pardon me while I take my time on this. I know my voice sounds really sweet and innocent, but please don't be deceived by that. I don't mean to sound crazy or spiteful or hurtful, but I'm not. I'm not really innocent. I'm not a sweetheart. Not really. I mean, I try to be. But there's a very hardcore-ish, I want to say sinister-ish, dark side to me that I haven't met in very many people. Now, saying that, I can conceive upon it in my mind, and I see it as a positive thing, actually. But I think that it's kind of rare. And I think that having this dark side or this sinister side, honestly, makes life harder. And I keep on thinking I have to keep up with it. And before you think negatively of me, it does make me feel threatening in a way, but I'm such a spoiled, rotten bitch that, it threatens nobody. Well, that's the ironic thing, but, I don't need to tell myself these negative things. I don't need to go into detail. But I have to, when I start to accumulate this kind of sinister, dark energy, you can see it in my eyes. I just try to really come back to center and tell myself, I can love everyone. I don't have to just be obsessed with my own, craziness or whatever. I can let go. I can accept people the way they are, even though I don't, want to. And sometimes I feel like having that perspective, having the perspective that I do, makes me seem like the enemy or something. Because it's like, I'm not a threat. I can't do anything. I don't have any superpowers or whatever. I mean, I say that I do, I try to. But it's not like I really do. Well, and yes, I do try to, and I want to make myself into someone that I possibly am or am not. But what's the difference when you're caught in between things? But you know what? I've had these characters come into my life that have pushed me away from this from this dark side, this cynical side, or sinister side, and they've showed me that I need to stop delving into it, or I'm going to end up, just completely overwhelmed with hate and things like that. And so I try to ignore that part of me, and I just say, you know what, I don't know why it's there. I don't know why it's alive and kicking sometimes, but I'm just gonna have to say to myself, I'm very lucky. And I'm just gonna have to say, something in me is very blessed. Something in me is very special. So I just don't, I try to, I don't want to be, I don't want to be, I don't really, excuse me, I don't really want to be paired up with someone or people that I don't really, feel an emotional attachment to. And yes, I like to feed off of energy, positive energy, so a lot of the videos that I watch on YouTube, it's not that I don't love the people, I do, but I don't want to make it seem like, in the next adventure that we have on planet Earth, whether it's afterlife or whatever, heaven or whatever, that I'm going to be connected with these people. Because honestly, deep down, I don't think that I am going to be. And so I don't want to have that kind of attachment to anyone on YouTube, except maybe one or two people, maybe one, I don't know. But as I stand here, as I stand on this issue concerning connecting with people, I try to believe that I am straight, I'm not gay, and I'm also not really a feminist. I am in this reality, but that doesn't mean that it's going to change or whatever. But honestly, men do not prove to me as anything more than just, great people. And honestly, sometimes I'm attracted to them, but does that mean that I want to directly involve myself in their lives? No, not really. Of course, there may be an exception to that rule, and if there is, maybe in time I'll find that. If not, I don't really see myself as super partial to any what do you want to call it, indoctrination or religion or anything like that. Although I do not consider myself like New Age or into this whole starseed system thing. Honestly, like I said in the beginning of this video, the darker side, the more sinister side has always appealed to me. So I don't really see myself like that. And honestly, that's my passion. So you're not gonna prove to me otherwise. Although I'd like to say that maybe there's something in me that would change. I doubt it. And it's not a bad thing being like that either. It's not a bad thing being any way. It's just, if you feel protective over your nature, if you feel protective over who you are or who you think you are, other people's voices, other people's energies, other people's belief systems, and personalities may get in the way with that. That's why I personally like to choose the more independent, more isolated, more, not, I don't want to say isolated, the more, standing from a distance kind of thing with life. Because I don't want to get myself involved with someone, or some ones that really doesn't make me find my answers. And, so that's really what I have to say regarding where I stand right now. But on a positive note, I am still interested in, well, number one, I am still interested in doing artwork for anybody who's interested in paying me. And you have to show me proof that when you mail me the money that I'm a very trustworthy person. Very trustworthy. So if you mail me money, first, I will mail you the painting. And I am very much into quality, so I am not going to give you a painting without my energy put into it, my essence, my quality, and I'm going to try. It's not like I'm not going to put an effort into it, but that takes work. And so that's why I'm saying, if you want it, email me whatever you think that you would want to put on your walls, or an idea, a picture or a photo or another painting. And I'll try as best as I can to do that, to put my own original, my own original outtake of it, and then I'll mail it to you. And number two is that I am still interested in astrology. I still think it has relevance to people's lives. Do I want it to? Well, everything that I've read on my sign in particular, I do like, so there must be a reason why I like it. But I do consider myself a little bit of a hater of astrology at the same time, because it doesn't really make people happy to know that they're different than another, and have to alienate themselves from people knowing that they're different from them. But regardless of the fate aspects of astrology or whatever, I'm still interested in it, and so I'm still going to do my videos, and I'm working on that. So that's number two. And number three is that I am working on basically preparing for March, the month of March. Starting on Tuesday, I will do my meditations for March. And what's gonna happen is that I'm going to rearrange my workspace, if you will, and it's going to be more spiritual looking. So, and I'm going to work in a more aesthetically pleasing way. Everything is going to be pastels, basically, and light colors. That doesn't mean I'm going to wear pastels every day. I'm not going to just hop on the screen with light pink, light green, light orange, light yellow, pale colors. But the theme is going to be more spring, more generally. Not every day, obviously. I'm not going to be, but the theme is going to be more spiritual, lighter, pastel, softer, so people feel more comfortable with the idea behind my meditations, which is to relax into a softer, more tranquil place, so they don't have to feel like they have to be bold and direct and, just basically what I'm trying to say basically what I'm trying to say is that it's going to be more of a meditation experience. I'm not going to be drinking coffee in my videos, and the coffee thing is not going to work for meditations in March. I'm going to be drinking tea because tea is better for you, and it's better for meditation. Well, it's not better for meditation, but it's just better for you in general. Oh, more people. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice if you want to be involved in it. Or you can just watch it if you're attracted to me or whatever. Just watch it. Ow. Lost all the blood in my arm. And, ow. So, yeah, it's just gonna be simple. I'm a simple person, simple girl. I just like to be at peace. I like to reflect, and when I get crazy and I start thinking about me being some outcast, dark soul, sinister person, it is true to an extent, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I am kind of different in that way. And I haven't evolved into it, really, but I see that side of me. And that's why I just tend to stay away from people or keep them at a distance. And sometimes I lose that side. I lose that part of me that, disconnects me from people. And that's a great opportunity for me to open my heart up, but that doesn't happen often. And yes, I try to, but even when I try, sometimes I can't. And I don't think it makes me better than anybody. I don't even think it makes me more intelligent. It just makes me different. It does, when But yeah. I still feel that I basically feel like sometimes I feel like I'm forced to really love people and really invite them into my energy system and heart and mind and things like that. And I do try to do that every day. I try to invite positive thoughts, positive feelings towards people that are maybe more or less like-minded but not the same, that like to spill their outlooks on YouTube or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that, but we all are different, and we all have to notice that we can't just mimic each other, and we can't just try to, manipulate each other by trying to think that we're the same, but we're not. Everyone's an individual. And there are similarities, and we should, if you're an intelligent person, if you see similarities between people, or chemistry, or maybe something that could enhance another person's life about a person, that should just be obvious within the perspective of things. There shouldn't be any, disagreements when something is obvious. And so, that's all I have to say for today. Obviously, I'm failing major. I'm really good at failing. But, but that's okay. Because whatever happened already in the cosmic nature of things. If something already happened, it probably, it was meant to happen, it already happened, and that's why, that's the funny thing about life, is that you don't have to really do what your heart and mind tell you if you've already done it before. And it's just a little bit of irony, that's a little bit of a catchphrase for you. Clearly I'm so lost in space right now that I couldn't even try to explain what that means. I'm just saying things. But yeah. And so last thing, do some little show and tell. Oops. So I made this. Oops. You can't really see it. But anyways, I made that. And I made one before, a little collage thing. They're really fun to make. But anyways, I'm going to put that on my wall when I have time. I didn't throw the other one out, but the other one isn't useful anymore because it's old. The new one is better. So, that's that. And, next thing These are the things that I spend my time doing. Yay! A little red ribbon for my hair. Woo. And my boyfriend gave me this. I cannot believe he still lets me be like this. I'm like, you should see when we're together. It's like a 2-year-old and like a old man. And we just hang out, look. Anyways. He likes it though. The thing is that he's 42, but he never got to have a kid. Never got to have a baby, so I'm like his little girl, his little baby, except there's sexual relations involved. This whole generation is so screwed up. Anyways, oh, I got it. Anyways, oops, that. My actual real soulmate or boyfriend, no, he wouldn't even be able to handle me for one day. So, I give him total, he's totally fine for ignoring me and staying away from me. That's the way it should be. But anyways, he gave me this little gift. A little made in China teddy bear. Oh, it's so cute though. And we match. Thank you, Dino. See? These things actually make me happy, and you can call me crazy, but they do. So, I'll go spray that with perfume, and then it's just a cute little bread box, and some chocolates. Chocolate is my favorite thing in the world. Let's see what this tastes like. Dark chocolate. That's really good. Wow. Thank you, Dino. Love you so much. I'm a very simple girl. It doesn't take much to please me. Just respect me. Even that's hard to do sometimes. But, as long as you give me my space and you give me chocolates, I'm a pretty happy girl. There's not much else you can do for me. So, anyways, that's my show and tell for today. Obviously, I have lots of time on my hands to be able to make this kind of video, but that's all I have to say, and I hope everyone has a good day, and love you from a genuine disconnected way. And I apologize to all the people out there who hate me or who just think that I'm retarded. You know, sorry, what can I do for you? But anyways, love you all for just being there for someone like me who needs people to be there for, because dealing with the things that I deal with is very hard, and having people there to just accept me and just be able to work on a basis where we're not actually involving each other in our lives in reality is just a beautiful thing. And I'm really grateful for it, because I need that. I need it more than you would ever know. So I really am grateful and thankful for people that don't want to deal with me in reality, but who want to share themselves on, you know, sometimes an intimate level, even on, you know, the internet. And I'm very grateful for that. And so I hope that you all have a wonderful day and keep doing what you're doing, because it's working, and God is very grateful and thankful for you guys, because it's only when you know who your real friends are is when you can be motivated to be a better person. And that's, you know, that's my 2 cents on it. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and I'll come out with a better video on something with more substance soon. So thank you, and God bless your lives. God bless your futures. God bless anything that you want, anything that you feel like you need. And life is a journey, a process, and it shouldn't be rushed. You can just take your time on everything. Everything is fine the way it is. You just need to take your time. Take your time and be yourself. That's one thing I have to emphasize, actually, is be yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else. Don't read a book just because somebody else would want you to read it. Don't read a book because you feel like you need to. Read it because you want to. You know, eat chocolate because you love chocolate, because you want to eat chocolate. You know, if you feel like you're too fat, lose weight, but don't do it because you think that it's going to get you a man, or it's going to get you more respect or whatever. Do it because you want to lose weight, or you want to be more fit, you know. So basically, or, you know, go to school because you want to get that degree, you want it. So, or whatever it is, do things from a perspective of individual concern, not trying to please for somebody else. And that's really the key to life, for me at least, is doing things for yourself, and that gains you respect. So I don't try to mimic people unless, you know, I feel like, why not? I mean, but I'm very, very much a person who thinks that you need to do things for yourself, not for other people. If you're not okay with something, say why, do it, and say why you're not okay with something. And everything works itself out in time as well. So things that you feel about another person that you don't like, or you think they need to be changed, if they're not okay with that, then they'll change it. If they are, then they won't change it. And or somebody will come into their lives and make them change it, or they'll try to make them change it. So so that's all I have to say. Just do things for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else unless you feel like there's a reason behind it. And obviously, I'm a little bit talking too long. There's really no reason why. So, it's not very good at closures sometimes when I'm making videos about things that really don't matter. So, sorry. Anyways. Have a good day, and just don't give a fuck about other people, what they think. It's not your concern unless they come into your life and directly involve themselves. Otherwise, just keep being the best person that you can be or you want to be. It's a free world. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching and hope you have a wonderful day.